Good evening, my incredible things. Welcome back to the cavern. I'm Kasara, and this is my Cavern of Secrets. Tonight we're discussing the new Hellraiser movie, although technically it's not really new since it came out last year. It just took me a bit to get around to watching it since I'm not a huge fan of the original. I was recommended this movie though by a few people. If you want to know what I thought of the original though, the little card is above me. So this is going to be spoiler free. Well, for the most part. I'm trying not to give anything really away, the gist of it. Just a little bit of the beginning portion. So the story of the remake follows a recovering addict, Riley, and her boyfriend, Trevor, who convinces her to break into a storage warehouse where they discover the famous puzzle box. Although it looks a little different from what we're used to. Returning home, her brother Matt accuses her of relapsing, which, in the heated argument, throws her out. Leaving the apartment, Riley, drawn to the puzzle box, solves it, but avoids being injured by it. Then the Cenobites appear and pretty much give her an ultimatum. Either A, she chooses a sacrifice for them, or just says, hey, you know what? I'll just let you torture me instead. Her brother Matt ends up missing, and this whole plot of trying to figure out what happened and avoid offering anyone to the Cenobites, or having herself become their victim, unfolds. Along with trying to figure out what this box is. I loved the story, this kind of like whodunit kind of deal. And the story behind the box and the Cenobites and everything else. I really liked it. You didn't really see too much of the kills from what I remember. I do think it was much better though than the original. I also heard that it was closer to the original short that Clive Barker wrote. I'm not really sure if that's true or not because I haven't read the short story. I'm hoping at some point to collect the entire Books of Blood volumes. I only have the first volume, which includes 1 through 3. I think a lot of them are out of print, so it's going to probably take me a long time to collect them all. My volume, I got used. I found it randomly. I think I actually got it from a library book sale. They were selling some of their collections that they had. I also read that the villain in the story was an androgynous being with a feminine voice, which is where they got the what do you call it from? They based the character off of for the pinhead of this one. So I really like that. They went for a more realistic approach than what they came up with for the movie. They went for what he had written instead. I'm honestly hoping that they continue with this and keep making more with the female lead. I want to know where they're going to go with it and what happens next. I also liked how they kind of went with this kind of moral aspect to it. Because basically, if you, I think if you complete the box or something, you can wish for anything. Sky's the limit. but there's always a catch, there's a consequence, and you don't know what that's going to be. So, would you do it? Would you ask for what you've always wanted if you don't know the consequence? You might actually get in response to your desire. And that honestly made me wonder about that. So I thought that was pretty cool. I haven't seen the other Hellraiser films in the original franchise. If you like one of the other films better than the original movie, let me know in the comments. I've heard from some people that swear that the first movie in the original is the best one. The others kind of just get worse as they go. I've also heard from others that there are other movies in the franchise that are really, really good, just as good as the first one. Others say that they're all good because they're huge fans of Hellraiser. So let me know your thoughts on the franchise as a whole in the comments below. You can also tell me what you thought of the remake as well, and what you thought of the female Pinhead. I thought it was really cool to see a female Pinhead because it was just different. It was a different direction from the original, which I thought was great. I like when sometimes it works when they take a different direction from an original. Sometimes it doesn't work when they do a remake. Case in point, it for me, the original was better than the remake. I don't like the remake. I think it fell apart. Or Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake was god awful. From what I've heard, I have not seen it. I won't. From what I've heard, I won't watch it. The original was much better than the remake, story wise and character development. So sometimes, yeah, it's better to just leave well enough alone than to try to fix something that's not broken. But some people want to just make their own spin on a classic. Next Wednesday, I will be doing a live, of course. We're returning to Diablo 4 with the Frost Mage. Sorcerer, I should say. Used to WoW. Used to WoW. So sorry. Used to WoW. Um, and Friday night, I don't know what movie I'm reviewing. I know I said Fast and Furious. I don't know at this point. Uh, I might review a different movie completely. There's a few movies that I've been wanting to see that I haven't seen that I might review instead. I am a huge Transformer fan. I liked the TV shows back in the day. I was a fan of the first couple movies. After that, they kind of got watered down and they just weren't that good. But I did like Beast Wars, the TV show, and the movie looked halfway decent, so it might be good. I don't know. And I liked Dungeons and Dragons, the movie back in the day, and they remade it, so I don't know. I heard it was really good, so I might check that out. I know they're not really new, but I don't care. I don't really care. I watch movies when the hell I want. And I don't go to theaters anymore. The last time I went to the movies, I had a bad experience. It was a kid's birthday party. Actually, no, I think it was a different time. No, I think it was the kid's birthday party. And of course, I didn't know it was going to be a kid's birthday party. How the hell do you know? can't exactly call ahead. Hey, is there gonna be a kid's birthday party during this movie? You know, because I don't want to deal with it. And usually kids are well behaved, but nope, nope. These kids were just throwing popcorn, talking during the movie, watching movies during the filming. I actually heard that it's the new thing, watching movies during a movie. Who the hell does that? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. So I would just rather just watch a movie when it comes out at home. I don't want to deal with people. I'm an introvert. Thank you very much. So I just wait till everything comes out to streaming. That's actually what I'm doing with Insidious, and I can't wait for that one to come out. I've been waiting impatiently, very impatiently, because I love the first four. I know a lot of people didn't like them, and I don't care. But I'm going off on a tangent. All right, so that's pretty much what's coming next week. I might also do a video Tuesday of Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I don't know though. So don't quote me on it. May or may not happen. But I hope you all have a good weekend. Take care until next time. Bye, everyone.